I wasn't really doing the best when I first came into care. I was very outraged and frustrated at everyone and anyone. But over time, that frustration faded away into sadness. And then over time, that sadness became loneliness. And then I found out what The Voice was. The Voice is a newsletter for kids in care. We meet once a week for about 2 hours. It is, for me, a home, a family, a friend group, and a therapy session all in one. Wednesday is my favorite day of the week because I get to see my family. We may not be related by blood, but we are definitely related. Basically, we're all original. We don't really match up at all. We're not like puzzle pieces. But when we do come together, we laugh so much. They have so much wisdom and so much guidance and support that you feel like you can tell them anything without being judged. We grew up way too fast, so when we're at The Voice, we really let our inner child show that it's okay and that you're safe here, that you're allowed to be awkward and wacky and upset and goofy and happy and excited. It's a place where we can actually be kids. When I first joined The Voice, I might have been 13, maybe 14, and I was terrified. The very first night that I was there, I don't think I spoke to anyone. But as we started playing games and started being active, I slowly loosened up. They showed me how to find my voice. They showed me where to use it at, and they showed me how to use it. They told me how to be confident in my own skin and my own voice, and to really show how to be me. We always have our pen connected to the paper, even if we can't figure out what we want to write, or we're mad that we have to write. We write it down, whatever comes to our head. I let my mind do the thinking and the pen do the writing. If you show up every single week, do all your assignments, actively participate, and just listen and do your best, you get an award of $80 that you earned. And that's incredible when you're 13. It makes me feel rewarded for my accomplishments. I'm currently living in a big home. I'm living in a foster family. I was one of the lucky ones, and I was able to have a foster family who took me in and have kept me there. Most kids don't have that opportunity to stay as long as I have, and there's not one day that I don't appreciate it. My little sister is there with me. I'm hoping that next year she'll be able to join The Voice as well. Writing is an outlet for me to express how I feel, to get the thoughts from my head out of my head and on paper. It helps me remain calm in situations that are stressful. Mental health is like being a stranger in your own body, or it's like being in a crowded room and you're screaming your lungs out, yet no one can hear you. I've been there and I felt that. One of my biggest problems is my eating disorder. I was diagnosed with it 5 months ago, yet I still can't wrap my head around it, because honestly, I thought it was normal to hate the way you look. I used to weigh myself at least twice a day because I was scared to gain weight. Or when I ate, I would count the calories and sugars so I knew how many laps around the block I would need to do. I used to hate eating in front of people. I always wore baggy clothes. I truly thought that it was normal. I also was diagnosed with ADHD as a child. I was on Adderall for a couple of years. Being on Adderall helped my eating disorder. I wouldn't eat at all, and I only had 1 meal a day for about 5 years. And then they decided to take me off of it. I won't go on pills to manage my ADHD. Because I have been off the meds for so long, I learned some coping skills to help me with it. I also have PTSD. I have night terrors. I'm constantly looking over my shoulder, and I'm scared of loud noises. I have really bad anxiety to the point where some days I can't leave my bedroom. I have anxiety attacks when I'm out in public alone, and I have panic attacks when I'm in a crowded room. I also suffer with depression, where some days it's so bad I can't have sharp objects, I can't cut my own food, I can't use pens or pencils or shave. I have to get supervised for everything. I struggle with almost every little thing. I always have. But as the years go on, I'm learning coping skills that work for me. I lack motivation a lot, and I completely drain myself to please others, giving them all and everything that I have. When I write, I try to write from the heart. I write my own personal experiences because I really do think that the more you share, the more people realize that there are problems in this world, but if we can shine light on them, there's some hope that they can get better.